What would you do if you walked into your barn at sunrise and every goat was lying still, untouched, except for one perfect circular mark? No struggle, no sound in the night, no tracks in the dirt, just silence and something missing. In the next few minutes, I'll tell you about a ranch where this happened 3 nights in a row, and about the creature the locals swear they saw watching from the fence line. But before we step into that field, subscribe to the 60-second scare. It costs nothing, but it gives me the motivation to create more such horror stories for you. Now, let me tell you what waited beyond the pasture gate. It started in a quiet farming town near the edge of dry scrubland. Miguel Herrera had raised goats for 22 years. He knew every sound of his land, every creak of wood, every restless animal shuffle. But on that morning, the barn was too quiet. Not peaceful. Empty. 3 goats lay on the straw. No torn fences, no scattered feed, no signs of struggle. Just a small, strangely precise circular incision near the neck of each animal. And something else. They felt lighter than they should have. Veterinary reports later described it as complete internal depletion without external disturbance. No predator bite marks, no claw tears, no signs of feeding, just absence. Miguel stayed awake, shotgun across his lap, porch light on. At 2:17 a.m., the chickens began shrieking, then stopped all at once, not fading, stopped. By the time he reached the coop, the air felt wrong, heavy, metallic, still. 5 chickens lay in identical positions, each marked with the same circular incision. Above them, perched on the fence post, he saw it. About 4 feet tall, skin like cracked stone, back lined with short, rigid spines that twitched independently, eyes reflecting pale green in the moonlight. It didn't run. It tilted its head, and Miguel swore it studied him. Over the next week, 12 goats, 19 chickens, 2 dogs found trembling but unharmed. Every marked animal shared the same detail. Perfectly circular incision. No surrounding tissue damage. No scattered remains. No footprints. Except once. A single 3-toed imprint pressed into dried mud. Reptile-like. Too deep for its size. And always the spines. Witnesses described a row of sharp ridges along its back that seemed to shimmer under moonlight, almost like antennae sensing something unseen. Locals began whispering a name, Chupacabra. But this wasn't a wild beast attack. This felt methodical, almost ritualistic. Miguel set up motion cameras. At exactly 2:16 a.m., every camera glitched simultaneously. Static, distortion. Then one frame cleared. The creature stood inside the barn, not attacking, standing. Its spines extended slightly outward, vibrating faintly. The goats were frozen, not bound, not restrained. Frozen, as if time around them had slowed. The creature approached one goat calmly, lowered its head. There was no struggle, no violent movement, just a faint, low-frequency hum captured by the audio feed. Then, silence. When the camera restored fully 43 seconds later, the creature was gone. The goat lay still, marked, emptied. Miguel sold most of his livestock after that week, but before leaving, he made one final discovery. Inside the barn wall, carved into the wooden beam, was a symbol. 3 curved lines forming a circle, the same shape as the incision. He swore it hadn't been there before. And neighbors began reporting something else. The creature wasn't just near farms. It was seen near houses, standing beside bedroom windows, spines flickering slowly, watching. Was it hunting or harvesting? Why the precision? Why the repetition? Why the silence? Some researchers theorize a biological predator. Others whisper about something not entirely physical, something that doesn't simply feed, but performs. A ritual, one that requires symmetry, stillness, and absence. If this story unsettled you, just wait. In the coming days on the 60-second scare, I'll tell you about something even closer to home. The Mare's keyhole entry. A spirit that slips through keyholes at night, sits on the chest of sleepers, and feeds on their worst fears, turning anxieties into living nightmares. Trust me, you won't want to experience that one alone. And if you've watched this far, you already know you crave the dark stories. So like, share, comment, and subscribe to the 60-second scare, because you've seen the content so far, and the night only gets deeper from here. But before you turn off the lights tonight, if the Chupacabra's ritual is so precise, why has it never made a mistake? And if it studies before it marks, what happens when it finds something watching back?